Okay, I've got a racket here where I've broken the strings, as you can see. I'm going to go ahead and restring this. Okay, here we have that racket. I broke the strings on it, and I'm going to have to restring it. Now I'm basically just going to show you, the basic process of restringing a racket. We'll not go into the technical details here, but the first thing I'm going to have to do is, of course, cut the strings off. Okay, here I've taken the racket and mounted it onto the machine. Now, if you want professional results, you have to have a professional machine. And here I have an Echelon Neos. This is a model from the 90s. It was basically your Pro Shop standard. Now I've converted it. As you can see here, it has an electronic tension head, an Herbwise electronic tension head. And this gives me the benefit of a constant pull tension, which results in a tighter stringing job. And the original machine came with what we call the lockout tensioner, which just pulls the string a specific distance and locks out, and then the string stretches out and loses its tension. Whereas this electronic machine will maintain a constant tension as the string is, stretching out. It'll still pull 50. If you have it set at 55 pounds, it'll be 55 pounds until you clamp it off. But anyways, let's get to the stringing part. Okay, here's the string I'm going to be using on this racket. This is Prince synthetic gut with Duraflex, and it's okay. It's just cheap. It doesn't really matter with me. I break them all. So here we go. I recommend you have your tunes playing. I have the Phil Hendry show going on right now. I have this tensioner set at 57 pounds. Gonna hit the foot pedal here and make my first pull. I'm gonna do the main strings first, and then we're gonna switch around and do the crosses. I'm doing a one-piece stringing job, conventional pattern, which is fine. There's a 50-50 and around the world and two-piece, and it all feels the same to me. So let's go at it. As you can see, the machine is maintaining a constant, the tensioner that is maintaining a constant pressure of 57 pounds. And I'm going to go ahead and clamp this off. And that's the beginning of the process of doing the main strings. Okay, moving along. We're almost halfway there. And I'll show you the tie-off for the mains next. Alright, the mains are all strung up here, so I'm going to go ahead and tie this off. Go ahead and release the tensioner here. It's a simple knot. Release the clamp and it's instantly cinched. Alright, on to the crosses. Okay, here I have the cross strings all set up to go. And now the fun part begins. Weaving the cross strings. I'm being sarcastic about that, of course. It's actually not very fun. And in fact, it's common in the trade that if you misweave, you have to give your customer the stringing job for free. as a courtesy, even though it really doesn't affect, for the most part, the feel or the play of the racket. It's kind of a courtesy. Okay, I'm going to show you another view of weaving. We're going to weave another pass. I'm doing this really slowly. A professional racket stringer would just already have this through by now. Not stringing a racket in a half hour at this rate, but it's not about speed, it's about quality. Okay, I'm going to show you another view of weaving. We're going to weave another pass. I'm doing this really slowly. A professional racket stringer would just already have this through by now. Not stringing a racket in a half hour at this rate, but it's not about speed, it's about quality.
You said it wasn't enough.
Okay, the crosses have all been weaved. I'm going ahead and tying off this last knot here. And this will complete the job. There we go.
What does that mean? Do you need money or don't you?
You can go ahead and cut the excess string off.
Bills of your family.
I need money for the hospital bills of my family. Yes, I do. But I am not about to come on a radio show and accept charity unless
We'll zoom this out.
this is given in a spirit that I appreciate what people want to do, Bill.
We can go ahead and take this off the clamps.
Respect and dignity. So if you want to donate money to me, I don't want to be going to bed.
And how does one do that? I mean, I offered you
A nice new racket.
$1,000.
Let's take that, for example, when you...
Ready to play tennis now.
This conversation is, sir, either you want